Cryptovisionary to level 3. Cryptovisionary to level 3. A system is now available.
What's up? Oh, hold on. I don't stand very often, so my camera's all wonky. Happy Friday, everybody. Give me a second here. Let me adjust this. Let's just go a little bit higher, please. No? There we go. That should work. How's that? Better? It's honestly a miracle that this camera still works. There we go. That works. That should be fine. Okay. Hi, everybody. Let me get Instagram rolling real quick. Because, you know, we gotta appease all of the platforms here. Live video. Let's see. Night. Let's see. Public. Of course, want it to be public. Wouldn't want to do testing. Copy stream key. Let's get on over here. Music entirely too loud. Oh, that's the only bummer is I moved my audio thing way the hell down there. Okay. Cool. Go live on Instagram. Oh my god, that took a while. Okay. Hi, everybody. Let's see. Happy Friday. What's up, Lee? How are you? I have a PC question. What's up? What's the PC question? I will try to help you. Try is a key word there. What's up, Mr. Blazing Man? Land Visual. Hey, Matt, finally able to catch one of your streams. What's up? Good to have you. How are you? Just have a little sippy sip here. Good stuff. I keep finding these mystery screws under my chair, and I don't really know what they belong to. I'm assuming the chair, but I can't find where they're falling out of, so I just keep finding, like, screws. And I'm expecting one day that my chair is just going to collapse and, like, send me flying at this point. So we'll see. Would I need a new GPU and motherboard if I switched over to a liquid cooler build? No. Yes and no. So, if you're going to do a liquid cooling build, what you're going to run into is, A, can you get cooling blocks for your GPU? So, say you have an RTX 5070, right? You need to find a cooling block for that GPU, and then you need to order it and install it. So, installing it is where it gets a little tricky because you're pulling a bunch of stuff off of the GPU that was kind of designed not to be pulled off the GPU, so you have to be really careful with it. So yes and no on that one. Motherboard, you're going to be fine as long as it'll accept whatever bracket you're going to put on it for the cooler itself. But yeah, should be good. Maybe somebody... No, see, it's funny because, like, there's no screw, and I'm sitting on it and, like, you know, doing my thing throughout the day, and then everything falls... Like, I just find them randomly. It's weird. It'll be fun, though, right? I'll just, like, fall on stream one day. What are you up to, young VFX? I am modeling this thing tonight. GPU B? What's up? Why is that flickering? Why on earth is it doing that? Why are you doing that, Maya? I'm gonna reboot Maya. Freaky tiki ping sneaky. If he were strong enough to get that bolt out, I would assume so, but no. No. He said no. I know, it did say no. It's because I have been, like, abusing it today. So I'm working on some new stuff that's going to hopefully start going live in the new year. Super excited about it. It's gonna be a bit of a shift than what I normally do, so it's gonna be cool. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I'd love to hear it. Heading off for sleepies, but I want to pop in. All right, man. We'll talk to you later. Get some good sleep. Let's see if this does the flicker thing again. I really hope it doesn't, because it's actually, like, highly annoying. Okay. It was just when I was rotating. Okay, no, we're good. Okay, cool. Beautiful. I'm torn between chicken and broccoli, chicken broccoli, and curry chicken. I'm always a big fan of, like, chicken and broccoli, beef broccoli, myself. You know who we we just tried recently who has really good beef broccoli? Trader Joe's. It's weird. If Chris comes in, yell at him for me. Why? What did Chris do? All right, so I've been working on this stuff. I completed these 3 pieces about a day or so ago. I gotta do my little app thing. Clock in. And then what I can do, too, is I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a preview on what I'm working on. Might have to try theirs when they're open. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's like frozen, but it's not bad. Let me pull up my browser here real quick. Show you guys a little something. So, if you guys haven't been seeing my stories recently, I've been working on this. This is going to be how I start filming videos soon, as well as how I do tutorials on VFX and stuff. So I still have a bunch of parts that are on order, and it's like slowly coming in. So, but yeah, this is cool, and that is in fact an iPhone. So I'm excited about that. It's gonna be cool. Let's see. And yell at him to yell at Julie, happy birthday. All right, sounds good. It's just funny to see people around. Okay, I'll tell him you're mad at him. That way he, like, panics. It's the best. It is the way. All right, so I want to look at this guy. So I'm just kind of, like, going through finally and doing this stuff. Let's just get rid of this horrible piece of garbage. Okay. That's not what I wanted. I want that deleted. Oh, you know what? I might have to actually hold on. Crap. I might have to keep the front. So here's what I'm gonna do. Just keep that stuff for now. Delete. Question is, do I keep that? I'm gonna keep it. Can't hurt anything if I keep it. I can just delete it later. Delete. This is an awkwardly long piece. Whoa. Wait a second. Hold on. What happened in there? Dude, what did I do in this? This is why I like doing this, because I go through my model and I'm like, why did I do that? No clue. But it's getting deleted. Alright, cool. I really need to fix the resolution on this streaming PC. Alright, so what's everybody up to tonight? You guys working on anything cool? You guys doing anything fun or special? Okay. So let's see. Let's look at this as itself. Oh yeah, I need hold on. I think I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Let's see. Been practicing some sculpting? Hell yeah, nice. What are you sculpting? Trying to see what all I want to do with this PC build. Nice. What do you? So you're just going liquid cooling entirely, or like you're just trying to like upgrade cooling? What's the main plan there? Okay, there is a line here. I'm gonna cut it because I would prefer to do it that way. I think it's just gonna make it a little bit easier. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Can I reset the... Hold on. UI elements. Restore UI elements. Yeah, that doesn't do what I wanted it to. That's fine, I guess. I can't figure out why I can't snap that off. Does anyone know why I can't snap that off? Oh, wow, look at my camera. Just die already, man. I don't know why this camera won't just die. Like, I'm trying to keep it alive, but, like, I have to smack it to get back to... It's too much. That's too much. Sorry for anyone who came in, like, immediately and just heard me say, like, just die, because, like, that's not what I mean. But this camera does need to just die. Let's see. I am learning Maya coming from Blender and loving it so far. Kind of just playing around with stuff. Got to Bifrost, and a lot of things I read said you should use Houdini for that. Thoughts? Yes and no. Bifrost is cool. It's constantly getting updated. They actually just added a lot of new features. They added a fracture node, which is something that I've wanted Maya to have for a long time because the fracture tool in Maya is terrible. They're doing some cool stuff with it. If you want industry standard, you know, top of the line workflow, go with Houdini. If you can work with the free version of Houdini, that's the limitation, because the free version has its own limitations and you can't really do a whole lot with it. But if you can work with that and you're good with that, then do that. If not, then I would recommend learning a little bit of Bifrost, because it's going to get you used to the kind of visual programming aspect of it. And then from there, you can take that knowledge and kind of plug it into Houdini, minus the fact that, you know, nodes will be named differently. But I think it's worth experimenting with both of them. I personally have Houdini on my list to learn at some point, but that's a long way down the road. Soak it in rice. No, it's dying. The sensor is either burning out or slowly losing connection to the main board. I don't really know what's happening with it. Trust me, I wish I could just soak it in rice. It's a $2,000 camera. I really don't want it to die, but it is now no longer usable as a like regular camera, so it's a webcam now, which is pretty unfortunate. What am I doing here? I want to detach that. All right, so this is what I'm going to focus on right now. I'm going to select the entire outer edge, and we're just going to give it a little bit of density. I'm trying to remember where I am. It's also weird, like, I'm so used to like sitting down and working on this stuff, so like when you're standing up and modeling, it's completely different. It's also very strange to just try to like figure out. For some reason, it's like really jarring, and I don't know why. Don't know why. All right. So that just got trashed. That's okay. There's always something that gets kind of funky. I assume the front did the same thing. No, it did something completely different. Wait a minute. Here, let's do this. Because this is kind of entirely different. Okay, so let's do that. Yeah, this is actually what I wanted, so I'm going to grab that, bridge. Should have kind of the same issue over here, or not. Wait a minute. Dude, this is frustrating because this is such a long piece that it's kind of hard to like. There we go. Okay. I appreciate that. I will have to try the new fracture node. I do like simulations, RBD, and Blender. Never did great and caused a lot of crash. Yeah, it's actually funny because like I was using for a while. I was using Blender for my fractures because their fracture. I think it's a plugin or something like that that somebody developed, but it's actually pretty good. It works really well, and it does just Verani fracturing like anything else. But I've been playing with some of the new stuff in Bifrost because they added some stuff that, you know, seemed real cool, and so I'm glad to see that it's getting some love finally. All right, so this one's gonna be a little awkward because like what I gotta do. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and do the thing. The good old chamfer. Just do that. Center. Uniform. Beautiful. Okay, so that should be pretty good. Looks kind of terrible right there, but that's alright. I really just need this to kind of be a solid piece, because looking at this, there's like really there's a little patch. So we'll do the patch. We'll work on that now, actually. Let's make sure. No, we're good. Okay, cool. And as always, guys, if you have questions, concerns, whatever you wanna talk about something, let me know. That's what these live streams are for. So I do not mind breaking from what I'm doing and talking with you about it. That is not what I wanted. Where'd my chat go? There it is. Yeah, I think Bifrost is good. It's definitely nowhere near like Houdini, but it's still a good tool. All right, so we're gonna do this. I'm gonna try to do this a little bit differently. Okay. Let's do this instead. Hold on. It's always one of them. Okay. Honestly, I haven't seen too many people do like simulation stuff in Blender. I'd be curious to see like what it actually does. Alright, so I'm gonna do a multi-cut to there, but I want to do this differently. Cool. Just inching it. There we go. That's what I wanted. Cool. Alright, so if I smooth, how are we looking? Nice, it's still a little spherical for my liking. So, I think what I'm gonna do, let's see. Let's see what happens when I do this. I'm hoping I can just kinda let it ride. And it won't distort too bad. Oh, no, it actually didn't distort at all. Cool. I'm okay with that. All right. Beautiful. We'll just add our final pieces of support here. Cool. Sweet. I dig it. Only thing I would like... No, actually, that kind of took care of that. Cool. Let's do a mirror. Positive. Whoa. That's behavior. Okay. I was gonna say, I was like, I don't know why it's doing that. Alright. What about anybody else? Anybody else working on anything cool tonight? You guys do anything fun? Okay. Change that a little bit. That's okay. Alright, so now the next thing is I just need to make sure this lines up right. So let's go here. Just want to make sure this is all matching up properly. Oh, shoot. I forgot about that. Do I want to carry that through all the way? It does get carried through all the way. Damn. Alright, that's fine. It's fine. Alright, so basically, this guy gets moved down. Ah, shoot. That's okay. I can make this a lot more difficult on myself, but that's alright. It'll be worth it. It'll look cooler design-wise. Maybe. I need to clean off my glasses. They're like a mess. Give me a second here, everybody. Better? Yep, I can see now. Alright, cool. Okay, so I'm going to select that whole loop. Nuke that, and then that entire thing is actually going to get just extruded inwards anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And just... get it as close as possible. Okay. Okay. And then same kind of thing here. We're going to select the entire loop. That should select the inner loop. Yep. So just deselect that guy. Deselect that guy. Bridge. And now I just got to support it. Which is always kind of interesting. Let's see. Yeah. Alright, so... and this is going to be pulling, yep. Oh, look at that. No, it's okay. It's just a little wonky. I don't think it really matters all that much though. Let's see. Turn that off. No, it's fine. The only thing I think might be a problem, yep, is that. Okay, so I'm going to select these real quick. because I don't want those just yet. I want to do those last. Alrighty. Cool. What's up, Crix? How are you doing? Long while, huh? I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. Just on here doing my thing. How are you doing? It's always good to see you. Okay. So this one I might actually... No, of course not. All right. Oh, wait. Wait. Oh, no, that's fine. Just have to be a little bit like... Okay. All right. Let's bridge that. And then we're going to select everything we need. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do a bevel chamfer. Pull that in a little bit. Now I'm going to do these. Okay. That should, in theory, do everything I needed. Yeah. See, that looks purposeful. Except that doesn't. What the hell happened there? What is... Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's bizarre. Is it just this? Something's a little funky right there. It's pinching on both sides, actually. I think it's because there's just no support up there, so let's do this. I'm gonna do... Hold on a second. Okay. Just checking. I don't know if this is necessarily going to fix it, but I'm going to try. It's better. It's a little bit better. It's just... It's a minor detail. I don't know if I'm really going to worry about it that much. Let's see. Nice man just trying to adapt to this job. What are we working on? This is the interceptor that I've been trying to complete for too long now. It's getting there. How's the job going for you? Okay. So let's go... Go mesh, mirror, bounding box, positive, drop you. Okay. 3. And I'll probably come back later and clean that up a little bit, but right now I'm not super hyper concerned with it. Let's go here. Okay, so now we're gonna just make sure this all matches up, which is highly unlikely. I want to just pull this up. Let's do this. I'm gonna just grab the verts themselves. Just try to like kind of finagle it into position, then I'll snap everything. Yeah, that'll work. Ideally a little bit lower than normal. Yeah, there we go. So this way it just kind of like merges together. So just hold V and snap. Let's focus on that. And I just realized that I'm going to have to completely... No. I'll be okay. Okay. So that's good. That lines up pretty well. That's solid. I'm trying to just make sure whatever lines exist on one exist on the other, so... Let's do a edge slide. Just trying to make sure everything matches up here. Okay. Looking awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. It's good, but I think I might get laid off. Why? That's not good. How are you doing, Joseph? I feel like I need to move my camera from there to here because like my chat's always right here. And so like when I'm talking to you, I'm just staring off into the distance. Okay, so here's some of the weirdness going on here. So this needs to be matched up pretty heavily now. So that one... Ooh. Okay, let's just do this. This is, unfortunately, something I have been doing constantly, which is just deleting half of one and then just going back and forth. Which, you know, it's working for the most part. But it's a tad bit frustrating. Okay. Doing well. Really helps to watch you work through this. Nice. I'm glad it helps. I cannot stand working on paneling and gapping like this, but I'm glad it's helping somebody. I finish these streams and I'm like, I don't want to do this ever again. Alright, you... Same thing, just gotta kind of realign here. I'm not super concerned right now with it matching up entirely yet. Prime example here, this is not beautiful. I forgot that I should have, before I supported this, I should have, whatchamacallit, I should have waited to adjust everything. That's okay. Mistakes were made. They're not unfixable. That looks like shit. The nice thing is I only have to fix this one. I don't really care about the other one. So, yeah. Yeah. And then let's just, for shits and giggles, get rid of this too. That way I can just easily adjust this. Okay. Because the idea is to have this perfect transition where that line goes clear through the body and there's no like issues there. And so you can see how there's like a lump that we have formed because of the way I cut this off. So just something you have to deal with. What's up, buddy? What's up, Zach? How you doing, man? Is this the same ship? What do you mean the same ship? It's the one I've been working on for far too long. Okay. So now I can get this kind of fixed. so this guy, you snap right to that corner, you snap right to that corner, you snap right there. That vertex needs to die. Why are you even in there? Oh, no. No! There we go. Let's see. I am decent. Well, that's good. I think the last time I came, you were blocking this out. Probably. Yeah, it's been a minute. And plus, I took like a 2-month break from working on it. So today we were supposed to get paid, and we did not. Ooh, that's not good. Was it like a booking error, or is like the company struggling? My ass is waiting for the tutorial. Wait, to the texturing part, so you can take notes. It's like a texturing. I don't know if you saw it, Crix, I uploaded 2 brand new texturing tutorials to YouTube. Those might help you if you don't want to wait for me to complete this. I'm trying to finish this by the end of December. That's kind of my goal. I want to go into 2024 with this project not in my to-do list. Okay. What does that do? What is your job? What are you supporting? Nothing important. Go away. Okay, my music just ended. Let me swap it. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh, where did I put the... Oh, I never created a playlist. Damn it. That's okay. I can just pick one that has music in it. Yeah, this has a bunch of music in it. They struggle to make payroll every 2 weeks. It's a problem. Yeah, that's a serious problem. That's crazy. Yeah, I would for sure have words. Is it mandatory to know everything in 3D or just master 2 skills? Yeah, you don't have to know everything. You'll never know everything. I won't know everything, and I'm a generalist. Like, you won't know everything. Definitely, it's good to lock in on something, especially if like you want to make that your thing. Like if you want to do sculpting or hard surface modeling, like whatever you want to do, like dive all into that. That's totally cool. Damn, from 3K to 7K, let's go up and up. I know. The YouTube's growing pretty well. So that, but I want to see how you would texture some sci-fi stuff. Okay, no, that's fair. Hopefully December. I am shooting for December. I'm trying to finish this stupid thing. Yeah, dude, that sucks. I'm sorry, Zach. Hopefully that that doesn't continue, because that's definitely like it's definitely like behavior that would make me leave. Why did you stop? What happened here? You... Okay. That fixes that. Oh, God. Ow. Sorry about that. Don't mind me just choking. Okay. Sweet. So that should be able to fix that now. So show, isolate, view selected. How we doing? It is lining up, just kind of not amazingly. Vertex. Let's just do some shifting. Okay. Alarm set. Nice. That's good. Let's see. Maybe you should at least have an understanding of every department. That is a good note. Like, you should understand like where things are going, especially if you're modeling, right? Like, you do need to understand how certain things are going to get textured if you have to UV it or rigged. So it is important to have like a base knowledge, but you don't have to know like hyper advanced rigging in order to be a 3D modeler. But yes, that is a good point. Okay. Or you could just be crazy like me and try to learn everything. That's also fun. It's not. Okay. Let's fix you. So that's good. We need to just kind of relink those. Just want to make sure it did everything it was supposed to on either side. Okay. Just quickly fix this. Cool. Okay. Alright, the only thing that I'm not a huge fan of is the fact that that is kind of like weirdly bulbous. Like it's not like hyper sharp. So let's kind of fix that a little bit. Okay. Sweet. It's a nice transition. It all lines up. Looks super pretty. There's a dip right here that I want to fix because I don't want it. Should be good. Alright, and those are all, that line is traveling straight through, which is great. Okay. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Positive 0.025. Same thing here. On the positive. I don't trust that you did that right. 0.25. Yeah, nah, never does. Alright, beautiful. Hey man, I love your videos and ship posts and your spaceships. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that people still enjoy the ship posts because they're the only thing that gets me viewership anymore because Instagram sucks. But I appreciate that. Alright, I'm gonna go make coffee and start getting ready as I have to go out today. Alright, Crix, have a good one, man. Good to see you as always. Learn each and everything. Kind of. You don't have to go overboard with it. I wanted to know, do people use NURBS still? I like the tools, but is it outdated? No, it's still used. Some people do, some people don't. I personally don't like them, but if you guys have seen Temuzu in the Discord, a lot of the stuff he does is NURBS based, and it turns out great. So it just depends on what you're trying to do. It's really good for concepting, so you'll see it pretty commonly with people who do like conceptual modeling. But yeah, I don't really use them. I think what I want to do, I know it's going to look a little weird, but I think I want to continue the spine and then have it link up right here. Just for that little extra piece of fun stuff. So let's do this. Because I know that that is where that needs to go. That's not lined up all the way, is it? That's off a smidge. So this one does actually end on this piece though, so this is where this is gonna finally die off. And I'm gonna kill it right there actually. Cool. Do you have a Discord? I'd love to join that. Yes, I do. So you're on YouTube, so if you just type in ! Socials, get you in there. Do you run Maya off your own machine or a remote into a beast of a computer? No. So the way that my stream works is I have my streaming PC over on this side, which runs my stream and all my like content creation crap, and then my main PC over here, which is my gaming slash, like monster PC. So I run everything locally on this thing. And then if I need additional machines for rendering, I use different computers throughout my house for rendering. Because I have like 4 computers in my house that I can use for rendering. So I'll just like offload jobs to those. Which, if you ever wondered how I render, that's how I render. Let's see if this is gonna work the way that I want it to. Probably isn't, but I'm gonna still try it. Honestly, that's not terrible. I have seen worse. However, the pitch of this is not working. What? Oh, I was like, wait a minute, hold on. Forgot I was still smoothed. Okay. Let's see. So turn off that. Oh yeah, you don't even notice the... Yeah, I dig that actually. Okay. The only thing I don't dig is it's kind of losing its shape altogether because it doesn't have any support. So let's do this. Beautiful. Okay. Gorgeous. Let's see. Can you remote into Maya, say from a laptop to a main rig? Yep, that's actually what I do. So, when I like want to hang out with my wife or something, and we're like sitting on the couch out in the living room, I'll take my laptop out there if I want to work, and I'll just remote into my main PC. So as long as you have like Windows, I think it's Windows Pro or above, you've got that remote desktop connection. Because like you guys can kind of see it, like I just remote into my stream PC. This is how this works. So like this is just a remote desktop connection, and so if I wanted to, I could open up Maya and, you know, do the same thing, and it works really well. Give me my first place. Let's see. Do you run stuff off your own? Okay, no, wait. So nice. I built myself a new for Maya and Unreal Engine. Nice, very cool. I would love to build a new PC at some point. Which model are you making today? This is the same one I'm working on. I'm trying to like actually finish this stupid thing. When you render, do you use Arnold or another like V-Ray? Yeah, I use Arnold. So that's my primary renderer, just because I've been too cheap to buy another one. I noticed a slight buffer. Maybe it was me. It could have been the fact that I just pulled my streaming PC screen onto the main screen and it like duplicated 30,000 times. It's a pretty fun trick, so watch. You can see it just like infinitely duplicate. That's probably what caused it to freak out. If I were to guess. Okay. I don't know. I mean, should I continue that all the way? I guess I could. Yeah, I'm gonna... Alright, hold on. I keep like second guessing myself here. Hey, thank you so much for the subscription, Mr. Blazing Man. 7 months. I've done it for 7 months now on this. Angela, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate it. Let's see. Hold on, I missed a bunch of stuff. I want to see the trick again. Pull it out in another 20 seconds. It's a game changer. Does it cause any latency issues? And is the Windows built-in remote desktop feature? I used TeamViewer before. So the reason I don't use TeamViewer, and there's kind of a couple of different kind of caveats to this. So the reason I use the built-in Windows one is because it handles a localized connection. TeamViewer, you bounce from your house to a server back to your whatever computer you're kind of like remoting into. So you're basically using their infrastructure to get to your PC. That causes latency. You still don't get, like, it's not perfect. I'm not going to say it's perfect, and every once in a while the signal gets all weird. But as far as, like, modeling goes, I've actually been able to take my laptop to, so, like, my wife does ice skating, right? So I'll take my laptop to the ice skating rink sometimes when she's doing a lesson and I can't, like, skate with her or whatever. And I'll set my laptop up, and I will VPN to my home network, and then I will remote into the PC that way. And I can model fine. I had no issues with that. Sometimes the signal gets a little weird, but I'm doing that off of a cell phone hotspot, so it does work. I would just recommend using that. If you don't want to use that, there's another tool called Rust Desk. It's also free, and that one allows you to remote in directly on your home internet. That's the big one. I should probably do a tutorial on that. Let's see. Out of curiosity, if money wasn't an issue, what would be your ideal PC? Oh man, I would build something disgusting. So, what's the current Quadro? Let's see. Current Quadro video card. Let's see. That's an awesome question, actually. So yeah, here we go. The RTX 8000. So yeah, I would probably have like 2 of these. If money was no issue, right? I would have 2 of these with a dual Threadripper system with some ungodly amount of RAM. That is what I would run. But I can't afford that, so that wouldn't happen. NASA PC, exactly. It would be disgusting. I've dreamed about building a PC like that though, so I've been building computers for a long time. Oh yeah, that's not gonna work because that's the same. Haha. Okay. No, I hate this song. Alright, so let's go here. Just sew this together real quick. 3. Okay. Same kind of issue though. I need this to like lower. Okay. Sweet. View selection. Cool. See, for me, it's a Threadripper, 96 cores, 128 gigs of RAM, 2 terabytes, an RTX 6000 with 96. Yeah, see, that would be good. I think I'd probably still go to like 128 or something, RAM-wise. But dual Threadripper systems are pretty dope. Honestly, For me, if money was no option, it would no longer be like a desktop PC. It would be a server, because like I have a server rack in my office that I would probably just rack that into, because at that point you're gonna need extreme cooling and all sorts of shit. I thought about buying older servers though to set up like a rendering farm. Still might do that someday. Because you can get old servers pretty cheap on eBay, and they're still good machines. Okay, so this should be the last of this. It is. And I see the issue here. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this is... Alright. This needs to be a little bit different. Actually, here. I'm gonna just make this really easy on myself. Okay, well, let's fix that, because I hate that. Okay. I don't care as much back here, but I do just want it kind of straightened out. Okay. This one's honestly really easy. I don't think I even really need to do anything to it, if we're being totally honest. Does this look like smoothed? No, not really. So... I just need to line it up. Oops. Just dig a big hole and stick it in there, easy. Cooling, especially when you get to like systems like that, cooling gets really difficult. Like my home NAS, like I have a hard time cooling that thing just because like it just puts out a lot of heat. Okay, that's not gonna work. Yeah, okay. That's what I wanted. So I think what I can do actually is just delete you. It's actually really good too, like in the winter my office stays nice and toasty because of the amount of computers I have in here. But it's not great for the power bill. Not super fun for the power bill. This is where I'm going to end that too, so don't need to worry about it. Okay. It all lines up anyway, so it's not really a huge deal. I'm going to just pop that in there. Yeah, okay. Alright, so let's do this because this is just like atrociously bad here. Do I care? I don't really care. I'm trying to like separate myself from caring so much about topology all the time, because it does slow me down, and I want to be working on like rendering and shit like that. Out of curiosity, what headphones are you using? These are Sennheiser. What the hell are they? Sennheiser. I've had them for a long time. They need to be cleaned, actually. HD 560S. I got these back in my video game streaming days. Alright, mesh. We're gonna mirror you. Bounding box. You're gonna fail because you suck. Okay. Nope, don't do that. Okay. Oh, I forgot to do the... wait a minute. Does that go all the way down? It does, but like I can't really tell where it cuts off. Yeah. Yeah, I can't tell. I'm gonna leave it the way it is. Gonna leave it the way it is. Doing panel gaps and textures on the next model, I assume. Wait, what? Doing panel gaps in the textures? Oh, probably. I don't know. I'll just pick something less panel-y. Way less panel-y. This was definitely like... I was like, yeah, I want to do panels and stuff, and then I picked this model, and I was like, oh, that was too much. Is that smooth? Please tell me that's not smooth and it doesn't look like that. Okay, good. I haven't saved at all this entire time. I finally installed Maya 2026 on my PC. I need to get all my plugins and stuff re-imported to it, but it seems pretty stable so far. Panels look good though. They look okay. They are still a little warpy, and I've got some stuff I got to do to them, but they're getting there. I'm kind of experimenting with different ways. I haven't even done this yet, so don't look at that. It looks like shit. I'm just kind of experimenting with like different ways on getting some of this stuff to actually work properly together. It's getting there. Okay, well, that finished the nose cone, kind of. It's not finished, but it's getting there. Did I just run out of music again? No, did I? I did. NCS. I think this top one had a lot of songs in it. Nope, that has 3 songs in it. Was it this one? Yeah, there we go. Oh, I suppose I could just do like artist. Yeah, let me just do that. Hold on. Give me a second. Artist. NCS. Artists. 10 albums. What if you just give me the artist, huh? Yeah, sure, that works. Right? Yeah, that does work. Cool. Alright. Cool, so let's look and decide where I want to start fooling around with things next. Ooh, these will be fun. Fun. Septic Child, thank you for the follow on Twitch. That's a great name. That made me double take for a second. Okay, so we're gonna do these little grills as much as I don't want to. I find myself avoiding things, and I'm like, I just need to do it. Okay. So we're gonna be doing some panel grill things. Let's do this. I'm gonna get rid of this because this is just gonna get in my way. I'm gonna go edit mesh tools, insert edge loop. We're gonna do the special one though. So if I think about this, I need how many? So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means I need 10 edge loops. Okay, so 10 edge loops. So we're gonna go mesh tools, insert edge loop tool. Why is that so big? Why is that so large? That is not supposed to be that big. All right, we're gonna do multiple edge loops. We're gonna do 10 of them. And we're gonna go from here. Oh shoot, hold on. Come back. Stop it. There we go. Okay. It's still... Okay, 10, enter. Why are you not? There we go. Okay. So we'll take every other one, extrude it. Is that gonna work? No, of course not. It's okay. Okay. The beautiful thing here is that this actually might be easier than I thought it was. So let's go ahead, extrude that inwards, go that way. Wait a minute, did I miscount that? Yeah, totally did. What am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh shit. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. Okay. Ooh, went too far with that. Okay. Oh, Instagram stream died. Every time. It was an hour and 15 minutes. That's interesting. Live video. Live again. I think it's so silly that this happens. I looked it up finally. Apparently because I'm not a business account, I can only stream for an hour, which I think is stupid in today's day and age, especially because Meta's always pushing live streaming. Let's go here. All right, go live again. There we go. Okay, I need to put a banner on my live stream. I need to update my live stream. I have a week off in December, so I think I might do some updates to the stream itself because it's been kind of a hot minute since I've done that. Okay, so I don't need that anymore. So what happens when I smooth this? Nice. Looks like ass. Okay. So let's see. I think... Because what I want this to do... Bevel. Dunk. Oop, chamfer off. Fraction down. Okay. Sweet. Okay. Q escape 3. Yeah, I'm not in love with that. What did they look like in the concept art? Yeah, they're kind of... Okay, I'm going to have to play with that a little bit. Okay. Sorry, my phone died. The remote desktop thing would be a great video. I have never set up a VPN in my own home before, and TeamViewer was laggy. Yeah, TeamViewer is terrible. I actually stopped using them because they're really anti-consumer, even though they offer a free product for consumers. Their free product is trash. That is a good idea. I could, that could be a good, like, technical video. That would be, yeah, that would be interesting. How would I do that? Because the big thing is to set up a VPN to your home, you have to have another computer on your home that runs all the time and can open a secure channel. So I'm trying to think of how I could do that in a way that's not going to confuse the hell out of people. That's a good idea, though. I should do a video on that, huh? I guess I'll do that. I've been looking for like other ideas for videos, so that's a good one. I'll do that. What's up, Al? How you doing, man? Hello, Sana. How are you? And are you live in Discord? If yes, can you share your Discord name? I am not live in Discord. I am only live on Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram right now. I do have a Discord, though. Sign with Shub? Shubba? I hope I'm saying that right. But hi, how are you? I have a server PC I run. Perfect. You can probably host your own VPN then. Yeah, I can do a video about that. I think that would be kind of helpful to people. Oh, there we go. That looks a hell of a lot better. I just want that to not look like that. What is it? Oh, that's why. So... yeah, I don't like that. That's important. I need to support that somehow. It's fine. Let's see. I also just kind of hate the way that those turned out. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, they look like crap because I didn't bevel them. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. Please tell me this is still... yeah. Poison Scotch, thank you for the follow on Twitch. That's a badass name. I love that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and bevel this real quick. Turn off the chamfer. Get that as small as we can. Okay, that should look a lot better now. So much better. Okay. And then I think I might just kind of come through and like adjust those a little bit. But that looks great. Can you create some video about VFX? So that's what's coming in the new year. I'm going to be shifting some of my content to doing VFX stuff, film composition, things like that. I'm still going to be doing 3D, but we're going to be doing a lot of 3D with video. And 3D with VFX and stuff like that. So I'm going to be kind of doing a bit of a content shift, but not like a major one. It still all involves 3D and this stuff, but it's going to be some new things. Yeah. So that's coming. Poison Scotch, that's me. Nice. I dig the name. I dig the name. All right, so I want to... this stretch right here is actually pissing me off. Let's see if I can just, like, reduce that a little bit. Oh, so much better. That's just a slight little pinch that's, like, noticeable, but not hyper noticeable. Bet you can do the same thing over here, huh? Nope, because I did that one differently. Oh, I mean, really, I can just do this. I could move that forward a bit. It doesn't really matter. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to play with that a little bit, but I'm not going to stress about it right now. Okay, so the big thing that I want to figure out, because I don't like it, is adjusting these. Because they get, like, progressively weirder shaped. I don't think this is going to work at all, but I'm going to try it. No. Okay, what about edge? Yeah, that's great. Okay. So I need to get this to move exactly the way that I want it to. Okay. Trust me, I'm not leaving it that way. This one, though, might actually work. Yeah. Okay. The interior of that is not great, but what I can do is just kind of... Let's see. How's that looking? That's better. No, it's not. That actually made it a lot worse. You use a 2x2 lattice point section on the holes. That's actually a fantastic idea. Let's see. Is it necessary modeling? Wait. Is it necessary modeling in no smooth 1 mode and then switching to smooth 3 mode repeatedly in the modeling process? It's not necessary, but I find it helps me a lot. So, like, my big thing is I want to see, like, what it's going to look like when I subdivide it. So I will always work in 2, because, like, or work in 1. You should work in 1, because working in 3, like, you can see how, like, different the model is when you're working in 3. If you go in 3 and you just, like, I'm just going to move this a little bit, and then you go in here, it actually moved quite a bit. So you always want to focus on, like, modeling in 1, and then use smooth preview just to see, like, how it's working for you. That's going to be the better way to do it. What if I model in smooth mode? Is it wrong, and is it necessarily only modeling in smooth mode? So I would say don't do that. That's just personal kind of experience. It's cool if you need to do, like, a basic adjustment. So, like, if you're shifting, say, a whole, like, line, like, right, if I need to grab this and I'm just trying to, like, sharpen this up, I'll just turn on a transform constraint and just pull it in. Because I can see what I'm doing, and I know exactly kind of, like, where that's going to go. But the issue here is that if you can see it in 1, like, look what happens when you go too far. So, like, you can do it. I just wouldn't make major changes, because in the end, you don't really know what you're doing. And then when you unsmooth it, your model's going to be ruined. So I would avoid that entirely. Let's just do this. Deform. I don't know if you can do these on... Can you do these on faces? I've never actually tried to do this on faces. Reset lattice. Where is it? There it is. Holy shit, you can. Did not realize you could do that. Hold on, though. Face. Aww. I've never actually tried that before. I don't know why I've never tried that before. But thank you. That was an awesome tip. That was fantastic. I didn't realize that you could even do that. Okay, so let's go back to where I was. Lattice, boom. 2 by 2 by 2. I always forget to use... Oh, yeah. Cool, that works. Oh, okay. definitely makes a difference. The only issue is, okay, so I'm gonna have to select, I'm a little too, okay. Cool, that's fine. Just delete that lattice. Any deformers like bend, twist as well? That's sick. I have never actually done that before. There you go. That plays to the person's question earlier, like, do you need to know everything? You will never know everything. Like, I promise you. I've been doing this for 15 years and I'm still learning new things every day. Honestly, as much as I don't want to, I'm going to just use the lattice to build these holes and then I'll extrude them. Because I think I'm working with too much mesh here and I need to not. That's one thing I've learned over the years is don't try to work with too much. You can always just re-extrude it later. Plus it's easier to kind of work with. Oh, let's see. I think I learned that from Jay Mancho's hard surface course available on YouTube. I don't even know who that is. Who is that? Jay Mancho? I don't know who that is. Jay Mancho. Manchow? Jay Manchow. Nope, that's definitely not it. How do you spell his name? Oh, Mikados. I can't fucking read. Does he have a different channel name? 3D modeling. Ah. Nope, that's Nomon. Ah, found him. I think. Films with Jay Mancado. Jay's then? Is this him? In a Whisper. Yeah. Huh. Sick. I just followed him. If you have multiple edges to join using the multi-cut tool, how do you do it easily? Multiple edges to join using the multi-cut tool? What do you mean by joining? Or are you talking about the polygon or the vert weld? It's actually kind of game changing. Okay, so deform. So let's see if this works with edges, because I've never done this with... Dude, what? Oh, it doesn't work with edges. Damn it. Okay, so it works with faces, just not edges. Alright, well, that's still better than nothing. Why are you suddenly not working? Do not have the same point count. What? What do you mean? They sure do. Okay, let's do this. Hold on. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit further. Because now I'm like, now I want to get this to work. Let's see, YouTube playlist. Oh, sweet. Okay, let's see. What I understand after 8 years of my experience in 3D texturing and look dev is we don't need to learn everything at once. Instead of that, learn basic first. Exactly. 100%. Works with vertices. It works with vertices. You can convert your edge selection to vertex selection to use it. All right, let's try that then. Now that I have everything, I'm just going to drag select everything. Oops. Since there's only 4 of them now. Granted, like at this point I could probably just drag them, but I want this to work. Okay, so let's go deform, lattice. Okay. Why are you erroring out on me? Point count. Geometries do not have the same point count. You're kind of lying, I think. Let's see. Let's do this. Hold on. Just delete history and stuff. Because I feel like that should be working. Okay, so let's go deform, lattice, auto parent selection, freeze geometry, bind to original geometry, transform only if inside lattice. Okay, apply. It didn't error that time. Haha, yeah, you're right. I was just thinking about that. Yep. Okay. God damn it. All right, so turn that off. Lattice. Nope, still does not like it. Why? Oh, there we go. Okay. Cool. Turn that back on. Okay. The issue is I need to move more than just those verts. That's the problem. Okay. Well, now that I know that it works, let's just do this. I don't know if this is going to get me the result that I want, but we're going to keep experimenting with it because I just learned a new tool. I do appreciate that. Thank you, Septic Child. What's up, Ponce? How are you doing? All right, let's try this now. There we go. Dude, that's actually kind of game-changing. Okay. That's actually kind of wild. Minus a little bit of an issue there, but I can fix that easily. How cool. Happy Friday. Happy Friday indeed. How are you doing tonight? Did I lose Instagram again? No. Okay, cool. Sweet. So minus some little issues, that's honestly kind of great. Let's do a little bit of pulling that way. Pull that. That's a hell of a lot easier. Sweet. So the question is, at that point, if I want to go back in here and adjust edges, I can. Fuck yeah. Okay. How wild. Cool. So, yes and no. You can do it with like singles. So like technically now that I've reduced this the way that I have, I could do that easily. But when you get into like large chunks, so like watch, let me delete this lattice here. So if I were to go like grab all of these, right? And I can do edge, but as far as like sliding along the normals, I don't think so. So like I get these options, but they're almost always useless. This one's a little bit better, but yeah, not the best. That did jack that up a little bit, but that's not anything crazy to worry about. It is, yeah, it's kind of a nightmare. I'm not even gonna like try to defend that. Wait a minute. Oh. What happened there? I don't really know. Oh, shit. Ugh, that's fine. I was more concerned with getting that figured out, and that's figured out now, so that's cool. Septic job. I greatly appreciate that. That was actually a really awesome tidbit of information. And if you're cool with it, I'd love to turn that into a quick tip. Okay. My pleasure, and yes, would love that. Okay, cool. I will for sure do that then. Always good sharing knowledge. Yeah, absolutely. Like that's why I do what I do. Like I share what I know with you guys because I don't think it should be kept. I'm not a fan of gatekeeping at all. Especially because college costs way too damn much. What's up, Shakar? How are you? I'm doing well. That's so much better, dude. Like, that's actually, like... I'm gonna use that trick so much more now. My other question... Alright, we're gonna test this in a second, because now I'm curious. I've been learning from your channel for a couple of months at least. It's fun to know that I can be of service as well. Absolutely. Like, that's the thing. Like, I'm never gonna claim that I know everything because I just don't. So like when somebody pops in and they have like something that I don't know, that's fucking cool. I am still learning every day just like everyone else is. Let's do uniform on that one. Okay. 3. Dude, that's so much better. Minus this terrible crap that happened, but that's easy enough to fix. Dude, beautiful. How bad did that distort? This is my next question. Not bad at all, actually. There's a little bit of a additional pinch going on here, but I can kind of clear that off. It's not a big deal. That's honestly completely unnecessary looking at it. Why are you even there? Bye. Oh, wait a minute. Why you like that? Because if I do that... No, that was necessary for the most part. That's okay. What I can do... Let's just kind of like equalize this a little bit. I'm going to just slide that a bit. And then this guy, which I think I just added out of spite, can be moved a bit. And that should clean that up a little bit. Yeah, it did. Cool. Let's see. You can delete the faces at the bottom right corner edge and reconstruct. What are you talking about? These ones? Or are you talking about like the ones in the center here? I can. I'm just trying to avoid doing that because I still have to split this again into another panel. No, right? Which edges are you talking about? You talking about like these ones right here? Or you just... Oh, you're talking about this stuff down here. Yeah, for sure. I think that's what you're talking about. Yes, okay, yeah. Yeah, for sure. I think that's probably exactly what I'll do, honestly. I was going to avoid it, but you're right. I should probably not. Oops. Oh my god, dude. Come on. I don't know if I need to do... Alright, so that... What I want to do then is just kind of shift that up a little bit. So we're going to just take these... Just pull up and down. Okay. Yeah. Holding loops on corners always make... Yeah, I hate them. I'm not a fan, and it took me a while to figure out like how to actually like properly do them well. But it's definitely worth it to learn, because it'll save you a shitload of time. Oops. Alright, I think that's all I need. Yeah. At least for this first kind of extrusion. Okay. We'll do a little mini one. It's still... It sits a little high, but I think what I can do... Let me think about this. How do I want to do this? Because this is... Let's see. I have to plan this accordingly. No, that... Alright. Oh my god. Nope. Okay. Use this and just kind of pull it down a little bit. Let's see. View selected. How much? Oh, damn. Okay. We're back into paneling again. My favorite fucking thing to do in the world. Alright, hold on. Shift I. Let's just get this one close. And then I will relink it in a second here. Of course. Okay, so now what we can do is just relink these guys. Snap it back to that corner just to get it back to where it was. Just a little bit of repair. So, like, honestly, like, that still saved me a shitload of time, so. Snap the vertices, yellow surface to match. Yeah, that's exactly what I've been doing. That's kind of how I built it originally. It's just that I extruded a little bit further than I needed to. So, that's fine. It's not a big deal. I'll repair it. What are we doing at time? I got about 15 minutes. Alright, well, I'm going to move on from that for just a second here, because I want to kind of clear a little bit of this up. This is causing a really gnarly pinch, and I want it gone. Okay, that's much better. Cool. Much better. Okay. So those guys are all set. That's... Did I never... No, I did. Okay. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? Cool. All right. So those are still lined up. I think... Yeah, it's tough because, like, I want to... What I want to do, honestly, is just pull those up, but that's not going to work. Surface slide, maybe? Okay, that'll work. I just needed to be able to pull this up a little bit without trashing this. Okay. It's so funny the way some of these work and some of them don't. Yeah, that's way off. Okay, well, let's just continue cleaning this up. So this actually needs to go like that. Let's just actually do that. Hold on. That's still sitting way too freaking high. Alright, that's fine. Just adjust and adjust. That's all we can do. Okay. You get snapped over here. Nope. Okay. Let's see how that's holding up. Not terribly. Just needs its little extra loops. Alright. Cool. Oh, god damn it. It's fine. Alright. Show, isolate, view selected. Alright, how badly is that off matching? Honestly, not too bad at all. No, that's actually kind of great. Perfect. Okay. Well, that was a pain. The only issue now is that that is sticking through, but that's okay. I can fix that later. All right. Well, let's delete that real quick. Excuse you. There we go. Hell yeah. This got changed too, so. Cool. I just need to fix that pinching and we're good to go. Hell yeah. Cool. Alright guys, that is going to be kind of it for stream tonight. I am done, tired. I'm going to relax now. But yeah, no, it's good. It's good. Thank you for the help, Septic Child. I appreciate that tremendously. I'm going to go ahead and nuke the settings there and just do an incremental save. Thankfully, I'm working on this project off stream again, so like I finally found time to do so. So eventually it's going to get to the point where like every time I go live, you guys are going to see like a different rendition of it. So that's coming. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. Instagram, you're always the first ones to kind of leave. So thank you so much for hanging out tonight. I appreciate it as always, and I will see you all live again next week. I'm not even going to promise Mondays anymore because like the holidays are crazy and it's just a hard time to go live. So, but I will see you guys next week. So thanks so much for hanging out. And then let's see, YouTube. Same for everybody here on YouTube. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it as always. You guys help kind of make this channel what it is, so I really appreciate it. And thank you for liking and doing all that fun stuff. But wait, Omega. Oh, I missed a message from Omega. Omega, I'm sorry if you are still there. Hopefully you are. Hello. And goodbye. Land Visual, you take care too. But yeah, YouTube, thank you guys so much. You guys have a wonderful, safe weekend, and I will see you all next week. And then Twitch, hang around, because we are going to raid somebody who may or may not